Hello and welcome to my guide to achieve gold in the lap time challenge for the Nürburgring using the Mazda RX8. So you'll need to achieve a time of less than 2 minutes 24.238 to get gold currently. I've got a time of 2 minutes 22.577. I'll show you how I did it. I used manual gears and no assists apart from ABS and weak. What I've been finding with this car is get on the throttle quite early and use it to push the car around the bend. So here we go. So get the maximum speed you can out of this final corner, use all the track and try and shift into fourth gear immediately before the start line, and just power down the straight, keeping to the left hand side, and I'm going to hit the brakes at the second marker board. So there it is, just there, just slightly before it, maybe half a car length before that 100 meter marker board. I'm going to downshift into gear 2 on the limiter, and that will help it slow down in a shorter distance on the brakes. And when I get to the corner, I'm going to start to trail brake, so I'm going to start to release the brake, feeding for when it's starting to grip up. And then I'm going to go back on the power. Being careful not to wheel spin too much, brake to the right hand side, into third, stay full throttle, then brief bit of brake mid-corner, and then straight back on the throttle to push it around the bend. Use all the track, and brake in a straight line here. Down into second gear, try and get a bit of rotation but try not to go over the apex curve too much, full throttle, bring it back to the right hand side, use third gear to help it turn in, using all the track there, bring it to the right hand side. And my next braking zone is just as I get to the end of that bit of track that goes off to the right, and you get to that little bit of grass there on the right hand side. I'm going to shift down to third and I'm going to start to drift it in and straight on the power to help it round the corner to get it back to the left hand side for braking for this right hander. Being careful of throttle, and now full throttle using all the track, get onto that green bit of AstroTurf, whatever it is there, into fourth gear, just easing it to the left hand side. Next braking zone is just as I get to that next bit of curve that leads up to the bend, so just after that little bit of grass, and downshift into gear 3 and start to trail brake, a little bit of brake mid corner to steady it, back on the power, full throttle, using all the track, trying to be precise on the steering on the exit. Bring it to the right hand side, shift up into fourth. I'll steer really precisely through here, try not to scrub any speed. Line of least resistance is essential. Bring it to the right hand side again, and the next braking zone is just before this first marker board here, the 100 meter board, probably about a car length before. And down into third gear, try to carry as much momentum as you can through this corner, back on the power. Bring it to the left hand side and a brief bit of brake to help it turn in, and back on the power to help push it around the bend using all the track, steering quite precisely. Find this car rewards an aggressive turn in and then easing off the steering through the bend. Just easing it through the bend there, so braking for this final chicane is quite tricky. I hit the brakes just as I get to this 100 meter marker board on the right hand side, power downshift into gear 2. Off the brakes, over the curb. Note the position there, the right hand wheels are still on the red and white curb, but I'm actually over the white line, and that doesn't seem to give a penalty. However, if you brush that little bollard there on the right hand side, that will give you a penalty. So get as close to that as you can without hitting it, and full throttle on the exit into third gear. Keeping it to the left hand side here. I'm just going to dab the brakes just as I get to the bend, and then straight back on the power, just feeding it in, and full throttle to help push it around the bend using all the track, releasing the steering as I go around the bend, just trying to feel the grip, and keep it in third gear all the way to the line. And there you have it, a 2:22.577. I hope you found that useful. I've certainly enjoyed this time trial myself. I really like this car, it handles really predictably, and I like the fact you can really steer it at the throttle. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching, and I hope it helps you to achieve gold yourself.